All right, family, what I'm going to do in this video, I'm going to go over, I'm 8-1. That's the thumbnail shows. I'm 8-1, and I'm going to go over every single one of my trades. And this is since Sunday. Okay. So first of all, let me show you my little journal so you guys can see what I do. By the way, for the live New York session and last night, this morning for the futures, we won 3 trades and only lost 1. And then last night we had two winners or whatever. But I'll discuss that later on in another video or something. But every markup that I did last night were bangers, 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 bangers. So make sure if you're part of the Futures program and I give you homework, make sure you keep your eye on the trades that I tell you about, because every single one that I told you about, they went donkers during the London session. So you could have got in early during the Asian session, but that's a different story. Let's go through this. All right, so this looks kind of complicated, but actually it's very, very simple. I'm trying to be detailed to discipline myself, okay? And this is specifically for people who have the my Forex trading system and the simplicity system. And I told you to get the scanner so that you don't have to work so hard when the scanner sends you an alert, which is like this. It'll look like this right here. Then you go to the charts, click on it. If you like the setup, you take the trade. If you don't like the setup, you just wait for the next one, okay? Now, if you don't want to trade at all, then, of course, that's where the copycat system comes in, and we can trade for you, which, by the way, we hit a huge banger overnight on gold, and I posted that for you guys earlier. Now, let's get to it. So let me go to what this thing is looking like. So day of the week, I marked down what day of the week the alert came in on, okay? I also try to track the time. What time did it come in, okay? Because this helps me condense and figure out, is it the right session where I should be taking trades if I get alerts, or should I just, hang on to the alert and wait a bit later to see if I should do a pullback or what happens, okay? Then I mark right here whether it was a buy trade or a sell trade right here. Then the pairs that I traded. I also put the stop loss and take profit. So the first number is the stop loss. The second number is the take profit target. Okay, keep in mind, as you look over here, this is the number of pips after I closed the trade that I actually made. Just because I set the take profit and stop loss don't mean I have to wait for it to get there. If it moves enough and I feel comfortable enough, I can easily hop out of the trade. A lot of you guys, you're holding these trades and, you were in profit, but I told you guys the markets are choppy due to the fact that the markets are in turmoil because of this tariff war, the global tariff war, which has never happened in history, where the United States have went to war with the entire globe. Every country on the planet has to do renegotiations, which, again, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because if you feel like if everybody on the planet is taking advantage of you and they need you, but they ain't helping you to become rich, then you got to renegotiate the contract. So I don't have a problem with that. I'm not putting into politics. Please don't blow me up. I'm a Trump fan and I don't like Trump. I don't give a crap. I don't care. I'm not here for all that. Okay? Stop. We're here to talk about this trade, but I'm telling you why the markets are in turmoil. Okay? All right, here we go. So these are my stop losses on the left-hand side and my take profit targets on the right-hand side. Okay? And I'm not afraid of using big stop losses, especially on some pairs. You have to, because the pip count is different on the pairs. So you can reduce your lot size or accommodate that to adjust to the pair, because 10 pips on a Euro USD may not be justice for GBP JPY. Okay, because that's a JPY pair, so you may have to move, 10 pips you'll get stopped out in 2 minutes. So you have to accommodate and put your stop loss based on levels, not off of how many pips it is. I'll repeat that. Put your stop loss based on levels, not off of what? Pips. Well, I need to have a tight stop loss of 10 pips. Yeah, but the price action is telling you, and the structure is telling you that this is a safe area, but you still gonna put it here because you're more worried about how many, 100 pips. Why don't you just reduce your lot size, bro? Because you're gonna get constantly stopped out because you're not respecting the structure. You're more worried about the number of pips. Make sense? Okay. All right. Now let's move over here. I always put the lot size that I used, And then when I closed the trade, whether it was a winner, a loser, or a break even, and I'm definitely going to go over this one, well, not really. We'll see. We'll go over it, okay? And then this one here tells me when I close the trade, how many pips did I close it out at? As you can see, I can close this trade whenever I feel like it. Like, for an example, I just got done cutting my line. I walked in, saw myself was up this amount on GBP USD. So the target was 62 pips, but I ain't going to sit there crying about that. I closed it at 44, okay? And you can see down here is the total number of pips since Sunday, okay? And today is Wednesday. So that's what? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 4 days. So I'm up 221 pips. My win rate is 8 wins, 1 loss, which we're going to discuss this, and 1 break even, okay? Now, let's go ahead and discuss the elephant in the room, the red one, because I don't like reds, but it's going to happen. Truth be told, I did not get stopped out on this trade. What I did was I stopped liking the way it was looking, and I put right here, look, no longer like the setup. But then about a couple hours later, it actually went into profit. So this actually would have been a profitable trade if I would have left it alone. But on the flip side of things, let's take a look at it. As you can see, it went up, okay? And then went here. See that? Okay, went there. And then all of a sudden, so I closed it out right here. But in actuality, it actually would have been more of a break even or a little something. But when it started yielding back, this way, I wasn't sure. And so I just closed the trade. But look at what happened. As soon as I closed the trade here, the thing popped up and I would have been in profit. So technically, I actually would have had 8 wins, no losses, and maybe 2 break evens. Now, this other one, Euro NZD, since we're going up the list, let's go to that one. So I got my 30-minute alert. Okay. I'm sorry, 1 hour alert, because at first I had it on the 1 hour. Uh-oh. That's a trade. Y'all hold on 1 second. Give me a second. That's an alert on my futures. I like recording videos, but I got to make this bread. I got a wife to take care of. Got bills to pay. Let me see. Come on. All right, that does look delicious to me. All right, well, I'll go ahead and I'll take one. I'm being easy today. Yeah, that's nice. I'm gonna go ahead and take a buy trade on this futures project contract. Come on, enter. My internet is slow. Y'all see this? Okay, my internet is taking its time. Okay, well, I'm gonna put the Wi-Fi on. Wi-Fi lit. Whoa. All right. Well, anyway, whenever TradingView wants to put my trade on, I'll get into it. Okay. But anyway, let's get back to this. Sorry about the interruption. Now, let's go to Euro NZD. This is the one where it came in on the 1 hour. And when I was in it, I was like, man, I don't really like this setup. Had I got in on the 30-minute time frame, and this thing still ain't took my trade. What the freaking heck, bro? What the heck? Bro. I don't even want this trade now, bro. Oh my God, y'all. Oh my goodness. TradingView, what the heck are you doing, bro? Oh my God. Wait. I really want to pause this video, but y'all need to see what it looks. Oh, okay, cool. Woo! They got me in late though, man. The move has already happened, bro. That's cold, man. That's cold. Not happy about that. I'm going to tighten up my stop on this. I'll get into future straights later. Man, that's cold, bro. Anyway, let me finish with this video. They interrupted me. All right, going to the 30-minute. If I would have got in on the 30-minute, I actually would have got in sooner. And this trade would have netted me 48 pips, okay? But because I didn't like it off the 1 hour, closed it at break even at, and of course the broker spread 1.6. So it's cost me basically $10, okay? So that's why it's a negative there and there. All right, let's go on to the next one, NCAD. Sorry again for stopping the video, but hey, like I said, I can do videos for y'all, but I still got to make some bread. All right, NCAD right here. See, it came up, but you see right here, choked off in this range right here. And let me do something real quick. This is my sexy analyst. I'm going to go in here and turn off the supply and demand zones. Okay. And if you don't have the sexy analyst, you sure are missing out. Lord, I'm telling you. You trading blind. All right. So now you guys can clearly see what was happening. It's congested. I still believe this is going to pop to the upside. I went right here to the 4 hour. I've seen it has a hard slant pattern, which I told you guys all about the slant patterns. Okay. When the slant patterns, you draw a trend line. And once you get that break, there you go. Here's a slant. It popped up. Slant, popped up, slant, popped up, slant, and it's going to pop up. Okay. It's consistently been doing that. The problem is look at this pair that is the CADs, it's choppy, 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 choppy. And so therefore my patience on this just ran out. I'm just telling you the honest truth. So therefore I went for a couple of pips. Now again, this is a sign that this can pop through here, through this congestion and pop to the upside. So possibly this thing will roll to the upside, okay? If it does roll to the upside, it possibly will come all the way up to right here to the 61.8 Fibonacci level, which is pre-built into the sexy analyst on the 30-minute time frame. So that's what level it can pop up to, you know, if it goes there. Now, the other level it can come to is right here, which is the 50% Fibonacci level. And you can see price action has been retesting. Again, my patience was short, so therefore I closed the trade. Again, my take profit, I'm sorry, my stop loss was 22 pips. My take profit was 38. I'll close it at 4 pips. Got 30 bucks off it, but at least I can take Nancy out to lunch. All right, let's go to the next trade. Now, these are getting better and better. Notice the worst ones were down here. These are getting better and better, okay, except for this one now, and we'll go up there. All right, let's go to the next one. GJ, the Dragon. Again, a lot of these I'm just not I don't have the patience for, and I'm very skeptical until the market clears itself. So as you can see right here, if I would have got in earlier, I had took this one off the 1 hour time frame, so I got in later. That's why I switched my scanner back to the 30-minute time frame. Okay. And these are the pairs. You can take a screenshot of the pairs that I'm trading. Okay. And you see the trend period I have set on 5. These are the pairs I'm trading. And so I had it on the 1 hour time frame, but I realized, hey, you're getting me in a little too late. I still can make profit, but just get me in too late. So I moved it and selected the 30-minute time frame, and that's what I did. Okay, so a lot of these, this is why I closed them early. So this is the 1 hour. It moved up a little bit and just hung there. And as you can see, the market is just chilling. It's not doing much. So that's the reason why I closed that trade and got what I got. Had I been in on the 30, yardy, oh, Lord have mercy, that would have been some precious job. Woo, that would have been, look, from here to here would have been 125 pips. So that's why I switched it back to the 30-minute time frame, okay? But anyway, a win is a win. Got 54 bucks. So now, again, I'm making lunch money. Now, let's move on. Next one, Euro AUD, okay? All right, Euro AUD, again, same thing. 1 hour time frame, said sell. There it was, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Got in, got out. Okay. I'm sorry, for a buy. I'm sorry, I'm wrong direction. I switched to the 30-minute, and this is what happened. Okay. You seen that little paparazzi? See? And I went to the 4 hour to verify what I'm seeing, and I seen that it's bouncing off support, and that's the reason why I bought that one. And there you go. I got 17 quick pips off of that. Now, some of you guys, you're saying, yeah, but you're not getting a lot of pips. That's the whole point, people. If you ain't sure about this market, just, hey, don't matter how many pips I was targeting. When the market says, hey, if I ain't feeling it, I'm going to close it. I'm going to say it again. If you ain't feeling it, close it. I'll say it one more time. One more, like my mama used to say. I'll say it one more again. If you ain't feeling it, then close it. Now, you could look back later and say, oh, man, that thing made heck of pips and I missed out. Yeah, you could have made a lot of, oh, yeah, baby. Let me close it straight. Profits. Bing, bing. Bing, bing. All right. That was on the, I did a quick trade on the NAS, a little scalp trade on the NAS and got some profits. They got me in later, so, but money is money. I made something off of it. That's cool. That's cool. Nice little bread while I'm doing this video. All right, let's go to the next trade. Swiss JPY. Now that's, oh, I'm sorry, guys. Wrong one. Go here. Swiss JPY. Let's go. Let's go. All right, so this one here was a 30-minute. Notice that I started switching over to the 30-minute. 30 minute, okay? 30 minute. Look at that beautiful arrow. Look at these beauties. Look at this beauty, 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 beauty. So that was one big winner, two big winners, three big winners, small loss, four winners in a row. Oh, four and one. Oh, just gorgeous, ain't it? Just pretty. So that's the reason why you see that I did a buy. Notice what I said. That is the reason why I did a buy. However, I was targeting 75 1-to-1 with 75 stop, 75 take profit. I closed it at 52, netted 335. So again, you're starting to see that, hey, things are getting better and better and better, okay? AJ, I targeted 50 for 71, closed out at 58. Let's look at that one really quickly. And there it is. See that move? Bing, 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 bing. See, it don't matter what you're trying to target. Once you see this thing that's hitting my trend line or something that's giving me the vibe, just take your money and run. Take the money. Take the money and got to leave. Okay, so now you see I'm looking really good. Move on to the next one. NZD. USD. Now, why do I have a star 4? Because when I originally had set this, it was a 1-to-1, but as price action was moving up in my favor, I started moving my stop loss. I did. Sometimes there's two ways you can do trades. If you just want to take the money, then you can go ahead and take the money. Okay. Or if you want to stay in the trade, then you want to constantly move your stop loss up just to protect your position. And by the time I kept moving it up and up and up, I basically was able to move it right above my entry for a positive 4 pips. So no matter whether the trade came back or not, I was going to make at least 4 pips. But what turned out, it jumped up 34 pips, and I just decided to close it out. And you can see for what amount. All right, so let's go to NZD, USD. Okay, and there it is. So on this one, this was a unique play because I normally don't take this kind of stuff. But what happened was I noticed that it jumped up, went sideways, hit a support, which means this low point is higher than this one. So therefore, it's creating a what? A higher low. There you go. That means what? Uptrend. Anybody can say that? Uptrend. Checked it off the 1 hour, went up, pulled back. See, here's the low. Created a higher low. That means it's up and going. And I checked the 4 hour, and there was the 4 hour arrow. And therefore, I took the money and ran. Now, can this go up a little bit further? I do believe it can, but who cares? I just want to be in and out. I'm done. Let's go to GU. GU basically did the exact same thing, which I just closed out. And I decided to do this video right now. And look at there. Same exact pattern. 30 minute. Now, see, this was ugly. Go to the 1 hour for verification. I said, okay, I see you. Now, this was a really, really uncomfortable play for me because look at how far up this is. I like them when they like this. See, right close to support, right close to resistance. I don't play all this up in here, but I noticed the same thing, that it's going sideways. So that means we have a 4 hour arrow saying up. We have consolidation to the side right here. And consolidation, I have told you guys this years and years. I don't know how many years I've been telling y'all this crap. Consolidation equals what? Continuation. You can even see it over here. There was consolidation, bounced off, created these higher lows, just like you're walking upstairs, and it continued up. Okay. Therefore, consolidation, this is heading up. And that's the reason why I literally just closed this trade and started recording for you guys. So you can see that expression. By the way, let me move my head. You can see right here. Okay. Please move around. Yeah, there you go. So you can see that this is not screenshots or whatever. Price action, the market is slow, but you can see the market is moving right here. You can check the date of the video, which is 8/6/2025. Okay. So you can back test all this stuff for yourself. So don't get on here talking about this is a scam, this is this. That's why you waste more time worrying about who's a scam rather than trying to fix your craft. I really need to start doing some venting videos. Some of y'all niggerachis, just being honest, Lord forgive me, but some of y'all niggerachis, that's your problem. That's why you never progress. You spend so much time trying to find out who's a scammer. You have become a professional hater because you're spending so much time trying to see who's a scammer and trying to do these little reaction videos. Exposed. And all this time while you doing and editing videos and trying to find out who's a scammer, you could have been putting in that work on the chart so you can actually make money off of actual trades versus trying to get clicks by who you exposing. You think I don't know what you're doing? You only pick on people who actually make it. I'm going to repeat that again. You only pick on people who make it. Why? Because the bigger the person's name is, the more clickbait you can get to try to generate income for your channel by trying to destroy somebody else's integrity just so you can get some views. You think I don't know what you're doing? So this is why I'm doing it right here. You can still see right here, 8/6/2025. You can see the time, Eastern Standard Time. You can go to your charts and see the date and time and back text the heck out of this before you come on here talking about, oh man, he fake, he fake, he fake. Okay, I'm fake. That's cool. But I'm at home. Now, haters. Now let's get back to the show. Anyway, AUD, last trade. AUD, USD. That was the first one I took on Sunday. And look at, today is when? Wednesday. Patience pays the bills. Look, I had to wait several days just to squeeze out 28 pips. Y'all see why I just, oh man, I'm closing that. I'll take my money and run. Oh, Lord have Jesus. Oh, Lord, I shouldn't even seen this one. Oh my goodness. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, Lordy. I got in this one a little late. And oh, well, it was only 46 extra pips. Okay, so I still did all right. Okay, cool. You know, I hate when I come back later and I see that thing really did start making some moves, but it did the same exact thing. You know, went up, pulled back, created a higher low, and there you go. Okay. There we go. All right. So that's what it was. I still feel good about it. 4 hour arrow. And there we are. But notice the choppiness of the market. That's why I'm getting in and out. All right. So now let's do a wrap up on this video. Sorry, guys. I'm all over the place in this one. So as you can see, the number of trades taken were exactly 10 trades. Okay. All cautiously. And I did deny some of them. I said, no, I don't like the setup. Okay. And you can see that my win rate is pretty good. This one loss was actually could have been a positive or a break even. So I would have been 8-0 for the week. But nevertheless, here's the profits and so forth and so forth. Okay. So I'll also add a column right here just in case there was a news event or some extra notes I need to make. And right here, notice what I said right here. UJ, as soon as I closed it, UJ started winning. What did I rebuke myself about? I was lacking patience. If I would have just waited just a couple of more hours instead of taking a loss, I actually would have been a winner. And that would have made this more of like 2,300 or 2,250 or something like that. But it is what it is. Okay. So if you have any questions, just drop me just drop a comment below. Oh, well, I ain't going to take that trade. I'm sorry. I ain't going to take that trade. I got my alert set up on my trading view. I ain't going to take that trade. Enough for today. All right. Market is, see right here, you can see the market is starting to slow down. It's 2 o'clock going on 2. And after that, I don't trade after that time. I'm cool because there's no volume. All right. So anyway, I did good on this video. I did 23 minutes and squeezed all kinds of stuff in there. So just leave a comment below if you have any questions, or you can shoot an email to superezforex.com. You can also go to our website, and in case you just say, hey man, I don't want to be trading, bro, I don't got time for all that foolery, go to our website. Let me show you that real quick and then I'll let y'all go. But also keep in mind, notice what I'm doing. I'm journaling. Okay, journaling, keeping track of what I did. By the way, our futures market has been cooking. We have been on fire, doing very, very well in the futures market. So that's another thing. All right. So if you want to sign up for our live futures, click right here. If you want to join our copycat, you're going to hover right here and then you're going to click on this drop down and it's going to take you to our website where you can get copied on our trades. See, here's our website to get copied on the trades. And if you want to see how it works, just hit this play button. It's a quick video. It'll show me trading over here, and this will be your account, and you see how the trades pop in. Then you see me close it over here, and you see it close out over there. Simple as that. Just install the software in a few minutes, and then sit back and relax, okay? If you want to join our live futures program, you click on that tab right there, and it's going to take you, and we have 2 different sessions you can sign up for. You can sign up for the Asian session, or you can sign up for the New York session, okay? And you'll be, during the New York session, you'll be with me and Miss Jenny, and during the Asian session, it'll be me. We do it 3 days a week, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, okay? Outside of that, we do have our trading system. Of course, if you want the simplicity system, which you just saw, you can join there. If you want the scanner, you click here, and the Too Easy system and the Sexy Analyst. So we got everything right here on this main website that you would need or want. So it's just up to you what you want to do. Okay, I'm out of breath. I'm tired, and Nancy's on her way home, and I got to get showered up. I've been at things all day long, and I need a break. Peace and hair grease. See you in the next video.